Is a big election day.
And tonight we are talking with the two candidates for the state Supreme Court. Incumbent Justice Pat Roggensack is seeking a second 10-year term. Her opponent is Marquette University law professor Ed Falone.
Now, we spoke with Falone a couple of moments ago. Now we're joined by Justice Roggensack. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Well, thank you for taking the time to do this the night before the election.
You know, there has been a fair amount of turmoil in the court, particularly the nasty so-called choking incident involving a couple of other justices. Ed Falone says the court is a mess and it needs to be cleaned up, and he suggests that one way to do that is to basically replace you. What's your reaction to that?
Well, my reaction to that is similar to what it would be if there were a real dust-up in the Green Bay Packers locker room and one of the guys got his nose broken because they were a little bit too rough. Well, let me think now. Aaron Rodgers' contract is the next one up for renewal. He wasn't involved in the dust-up at all, but maybe we should just get rid of Aaron Rodgers. That's about how much sense it makes to me.
Now, you've been on the Supreme Court for 10 years now. Do you think that experience makes you the better candidate?
Yes, I do think it makes me the better candidate, because most of what my job entails is judging whether another judge or another court correctly applied the law. Because I've done the work of a judge myself, I know where to look. I know what might have gone wrong in the process that occurred before it came to the Supreme Court. I can give the public a much more thorough review. So although it isn't necessary to be a judge, when you're looking at two candidates who want the same position, look at the one that has the better experience to do the work of the position which both are seeking. Having experience as a judge is really very, very significant in being able to perform the job of a Supreme Court justice more fully.
There are a couple of big issues that are likely to come up before the court in this next session. One of them is the voter ID law, and the other one is Act 10, which essentially prohibited or at least scaled back collective bargaining for most public employees. Where do you stand on each of those issues?
Well, you know, I can't take a position on anything that could come before the court. That would be unethical for me to do that. Also, the court is not proactive. So whether any of those issues come before the court will depend upon whether someone brings it to the court and asks the court to take up those issues. Both of those